Welcome to this quick video run through of our newly launched responsive calendar system. It's a pretty powerful system and we won't go through all the features here on this video because we'll be here all day, but we'll touch on some of the key ones that we think will be most interest. This is one of the default layouts that will load onto your desktop or website and customers' mobiles, etc. And this is a calendar layout. The customer has a choice, looking at this drop down over the right hand side here, if they'd like to change that layout on their device. So the first four are similar sort of calendar styles. Poster board's quite nice. It lays it out like lots of posters might be on a wall. And stream is the last one, which gives you a little thumbnail image and then the details of the event itself. The first thing a customer can do before we actually go in to look at the individual events is, if they want to be notified automatically of everything that happens in a town, rather than having to come back to your website then or app, they can go down the bottom here and they can subscribe. What that does is then it will automatically add to whichever device calendar system they have into their calendar automatically all the events for the town. So let's say that we like the look of Family Fun Run. If we click on that and have a look a bit more, read some information, yes. So we go into the Family Fun Run and it lays out what the Family Fun Run's about, event website, email, and so on. Now, if they didn't want to subscribe, as per the earlier example, to the whole thing, but they did want to add this individual one on, they could do that by clicking Add to Calendar. So that will just add this individual event into their calendar and not anything else. Going back to here as well, that was a free event, obviously, just information, but you may also have paid events on your website. So this example, yoga here, when the customer comes in to look at that, same layout, tells them where it is and so on, but this time they can actually buy tickets for it. So they will click on here and they would purchase tickets through your website or through your app for that event. The other thing they can do is, let's say you've got a fair large town, you've got loads of events going on, lots of things happening, then people wouldn't necessarily want to be notified of all of those because they aren't all of interest to them. Well, then we have a category function at the left hand side here. You can have any categories you like. These are just some examples. But let's say you're not interested in live music, but you do like food. Click on food and it would automatically filter. And what they can then do is they can subscribe to the filter calendar. So rather than getting all the information in the town, they would just get notified or automatically added to their own diaries on their phones, desktops, any more food events that were added. The other thing that we can do is, if you wanted us to, we can link this into your Twitter account. So what would then happen is, as soon as a new event is added, then it automatically tweets out a message about it. The other thing that customers can do when they're looking at an individual event, or they go to an individual event, is if they particularly enjoyed it, or say unfortunately didn't enjoy it, then they can come down and they can add a comment about it. Great event, and post that comment. What that does is, obviously, it acts like a sort of mini TripAdvisor with lots of reviews next to the individual events. Point to make, though, that you can have that set up in two different ways, either to submit automatically, or more likely that the event's reviews will come through to an arbitrator with the town first to ensure that you wanted it to go onto your website, just to make sure that people weren't posting malicious reviews, let's say. The other thing that is a fantastic feature for the businesses in your town is that, and a pretty fantastic feature for yourself to save you a lot of administration headache, is that you can post, can post events onto your website. So click on the post event here, create it with a simple questionnaire, what the event's about, date and time and so on, quick description of it, and upload an image. Then they purely submit it to you. This can be set up again to automatically submit, but again, much more commonly, it would be set up to come through to yourselves to decide whether or not you wanted to post that event onto your website automatically, to ensure that it was an event that you wanted to have on the web. But overall, very powerful system. It's fully responsive. So if you looked at, let's say, a poster board layout, what that means is that it will automatically adapt itself to whatever the device someone is viewing it on. So here we've got a desktop, but if we shrink it, say to a tablet, like that, or down to a mobile phone like that, it automatically adjusts, and the system can be set up and used on any website you have. So let's say you have a standard town website, you might want to carry the whole lot. If alternatively you had a tourist website, then you might just want to have the family fun day categories posted onto that website, and we can do that for you as well, all very straightforwardly. So great system, we think very useful addition to most towns, and we'd be delighted if you want to have some more information on it. Just let us know. Thanks.